Just got dressed, need something to get into. Pretty girl on day, she just wanna have fun too. She know how to roll one if I need her to come through.
I'm Damon Magnus.
And I'm Raymond Magnus.
And we are the internationally known, world famous Magnus twins.
And I am Bradley, not known by anybody.
Thank you for tuning in to the Love Movement Podcast tonight on IntellectualRadio.com. If you follow us and you're tuning in, please go to YouTube, like, subscribe, get notifications when this podcast or any great content comes available on Intellectual Radio. We want you to follow them and support them.
Thank you guys for tuning in once again to the Love Movement Podcast on Intellectual Radio. Thank our great super producer, Wanda, helping us out tonight. Before we get started, we want to thank those who make this hour possible. Thank our sponsors. Looking for sponsorship. If you support the Love Movement Podcast and you want your product, your business, your name to get out, contact us about sponsorship. If you're looking for something to do, you want to maybe get your step on, you maybe want to shoot a little pool, go down to 1715 Roosevelt Road, the Blue Note. When you get down there, tell them the Love Movement Podcast sent you. If you're looking to have a laid back, good time, nice bite to eat, listen to some good music, go down to 1701 Roosevelt Road to the View Restaurant and Lounge. When you get there, tell Nino and the guys that the Love Movement Podcast sent you. If you want, you maybe got little ailments, maybe you want to really get a real kickback, a real chill, go down to the Village Dispensary. It's 1516 Roosevelt Road. When you get down there, tell them the Love Movement Podcast sent you. But the Village Dispensary have some specials coming up for Black Friday or the Thanksgiving holiday week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're going to be giving 20% off, 3 for $90 bundles, a lot of good sales. Stop down at the Village Dispensary. They're going to take care of you. Also, Thanksgiving Black Wednesday at the View, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. This Wednesday, it is the biggest party day of the year, Black Wednesday. The View is having a Black Wednesday celebration. I want you guys, I know it's going to be no work on Thanksgiving. Show up down at the View. Let them know the Love Movement Podcast sent you. If you're going down in Bellwood, you want your bite to eat, stop over at 845 Manheim Road. Stop over at Stacy's Cafe. Stop in there and get that good, nice steak sandwich. When you get it, you talk to Stacy, let her know the Love Movement Podcast sent you. Going through Westchester, you want your good bite to eat, a restaurant that have daily specials, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Go over to Tasteful Restaurant. When you get over there, let them know the Love Movement Podcast sent you. We got another sponsor that's coming on soon, the Avenue. When that get up and go on, we definitely going to give you the information. But again, we're looking for sponsors. If you believe in the podcast, you believe in us, contact Damon, Raymond, Felicia, or Chris Brown. We need sponsors. Thank you.
Okay, we into the Thanksgiving holiday season. I hope everyone has a good holiday season. We will not be on. The Magnus twins and Felicia will not be on Thanksgiving Day. We'll be kicked back somewhere, cracking some jokes, probably playing some cards, having a good time with family and friends. So on for Thanksgiving, give us 3 things that you're thankful for. Felicia, we'll start with you.
You guys play cards? What kind of cards do you play?
We play spade and bid whiz.
Y'all gotta invite me because I don't play bid, I play spade.
Well, you know, Felicia, I'm gonna tell you, Damon and myself, I'm not saying we're the best, but if you could find 2 better card players in this world, better than us, we've probably played 100,000 games, and I guarantee we lost less than 10. I'm not saying we can't be beat, but to beat us, you got to really bring your game. We play spades.
You guys got twin power going on.
We play bid whiz. We've been playing since we was like 7, 8, 9 years old. We've been playing a long, long time. And to beat us, you got to be special. So, hey, you want us to teach you how to play bid whiz, we'll teach you.
Okay, the 3 things you're thankful for.
That I am thankful for?
Yes.
I'm going to say my family. My mom is 92 years old. I'm grateful to have my mom still around.
That's a blessing.
I'm grateful for my health. And I'm grateful for being free. I wake up every day and I have nothing to do. I have options, or I lay
Yeah.
around and twiddle my thumbs all day.
Ooh.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't partake in this white man pagan holiday of Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
That's a lie that they told. So we, as our people, as black people, stop celebrating these phony, fake white man pagan holidays. I'm thankful every day. So it's not for me to wake up and say, because it's Thanksgiving. Every day I wake up, I'm thankful to God that I wake up. I'm thankful for my family, my kids. I'm thankful to my friends and those around me. But if you ask me, tied into this pagan holiday, I'm thankful that my Green Bay Packers are playing the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving. They give us something to watch and something to watch on TV. So go Pack, go.
I am thankful again. I agree with my twin brother on the paganism of Thanksgiving. You should be thankful every single day that you wake up. You should be thankful. I'm thankful for my family, thankful for my father, still up, moving about, good dude. Big up Chester Magnus, wherever, he at my house right now watching me. So big up Pops. For my true friends, got a lot of associates, but very few true friends who got your back. And I'm thankful for my health, because it's a lot of people that can't get up no more. That can't walk. You see them, you be like, what happened?
You know, I'm thankful. We know we got a number one fan out there. Our number one fan. I know he's watching.
We thankful for you.
We thankful for you. He know who
We
he's
thankful for you. Now, you give some more levity. These three things, which do you like best? Place them in order: house music, old school R&B, or old school hip hop rap. Raymond, go first.
I like reggae music first, house music second, and then old school R&B. It's no particular order, but those are ones I like. I don't listen to this new stuff. It's dumbing our kids and messing our minds up. But those are three I like.
Felicia?
I like, I don't really want to call old school, but I'll say old neo soul, old but not too old school R&B. But I like some of the old school too. And then of course I do like hip hop.
Okay. I'm on sentiments again. I agree with my twin brother. Reggae number one first. Founded, started in Jamaica. The best sound you want to hear in the world. Everybody copied off reggae. Everybody copied off of reggae. You can get all of this reggaeton and all this other came from reggae. That started off for me. Then I like old school R&B. I agree with you, Ray. The singing is what happened to the good R&B singers.
They dumbed it down.
What happened to
right.
bridges? These songs that are out now, they don't even have bridges. In
Right.
their
What
songs.
happened to singing? What happened to real musicians?
What happened to
playing
the real
music?
R&B male artists? Where they at?
What happened to people? What happened to the talent? I mean, listen, you know, and I know, I'm gonna say this. When you grew up coming up through church, the old school R&B singers, they all started out singing in church, right?
That's true.
And you can tell that when they were singing, they performed from their soul. Now, do they even make R&B music?
They make R&B music, but it has no depth to
right,
it. And I
right.
think that's why when D'Angelo, he passed away about a month ago, that's why I think that really, really hit a lot of us, especially our age.
That's true.
Because he was doing it. And I've been listening to his stuff, of course, a lot more deeper than I may have before. And he's like a genius.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say this before we get into the topic. It's going to be controversial. We said last show, the Magnus twins don't duck the heat. We want the smoke. R. Kelly is the king of R&B.
100% guaranteed.
He may be locked up in jail. He should be for crimes. If you commit a crime, you should be locked up. Let's separate the man from the music, because they do it on their side.
Exactly.
They don't talk about what Elvis Presley
don't go
did.
to jail either.
R. Kelly, Robert Kelly from Southside Chicago,
Robert Sylvester Kelly,
exactly.
king of R&B.
Exactly.
Now,
you know who they got R&B here? And I know a lot of people gonna come for me. Y'all the young folks, a lot of these people, they got Chris Brown out there. Turn the music. This is what I want to do a test with Chris Brown. And I'm not beating up on the guy. I like some of his music, but turn the music off and sing a cappella. Let's see.
No auto tune.
No auto tunes. Don't sing over the track. You know, they do that today. They sing over the track.
Over the vocal
You
track.
might, that's lip singing.
Yes,
you
true.
singing over the track. You lip singing. So you see a lot of that, right? Singing on the track. So they're trying to say, well, Chris Brown, the king of R&B. Chris Brown couldn't carry the man jockstrap.
Sure.
Not even Usher, Kels, but listen, you can go back to the 70s. We're gonna date ourselves a little bit, 70s and 80s, and any R&B singer then would destroy any one of the singers today. That was real music. You could lay back with your girls, you could relax, you could hear some real music. It was about love. It was about, feeling good.
Did you say lay back with your girls?
I mean,
plural?
It was a Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
What you did?
When Luther Vandross wrote, "Don't you remember I told you I loved you, baby." You can't find that now. What you gonna find, girl? I'm gonna call you, pick you up outside. When I call you, I'm outside jumping the ride. That's terrible. That's trash. That's trash. But we're gonna be moving on tonight. Call in to us 708-223-8953. Again, 708-223-8953. Let your voice be heard. Let's talk about the kids that jumped on the pregnant mother who went to the school.
She wasn't pregnant.
She wasn't pregnant?
Nope, she's sick.
Oh, okay.
I'm
sorry. Let's correct that. They jumped on the lady because her child was being bullied.
Right.
Now, it's a couple things I want to discuss of how many times did she have to go to the school to tell the school her child was being bullied and nothing happened? And two, these wild, uncultured, maniac kids jumping on her. And the third thing is the community. Some people watched this and didn't take up arms and beat the kids down.
The kids should have got
Go ahead.
Accountability. Here's the problem we have. It starts with accountability. We have to be accountable for ourselves as parents, and we have to be accountable for our kids. Some parents saw their little bad, you know what I want to say, kids out there. I saw the little boy take his foot and went to stomp on a lady. God forbid I was driving by. I would have got out my car. I would have got my baseball bat out, or maybe took my belt off, and I would have beat every one of them kids behind, and then would have went home and whooped the parents up too. Because you know where they started it from? That started at home. Ego one. Here's one. This is the best one. The young lady was on TV. They were interviewing one of the parents, and the little girl had a smirk on her face. And they heard the mama up there saying, me and mine don't owe nobody. We don't owe nobody no explanation. And I said, you know what?
This ghetto.
I see where it come from.
Right.
It come from the parent. That's right. Why the lady that went to the school, the principal, he or she should be fired. They've been complaining since February about the boy being bullied. Nobody did nothing. The kid should be expelled from school. I understand kids make mistakes. And we did stuff when we was growing up, maybe we wasn't proud of, but we never hit an adult and we didn't do what they did. And the little boy had the video was the one directing them what to do. And the girl the mama who said, well, it was peer pressure. She didn't really do nothing. She the first one who hit the girl, the lady.
Yeah.
The kids needed behind whoop. They should be held accountable. And this is when they charged the parents in Michigan, when the boy shot, shot the teacher, they need to, in Illinois, we need to be charging the parents of the kids right now. We need to set an example, and they need to be accountable. And parents, you gotta stop being your kid's friend.
Absolutely.
Be their parent. Stop being their friends and want them to like you. You're gonna do something. When I was growing up, my parents was not my friend, especially my mother was the leader of our household. And listen, we knew she wasn't our friend, she was our parent. My kids know I wasn't their friend coming up, I was their parent. Be the parent. That's the problem we got. The lady on TV, if I was standing, I'm gonna say this and stop. If I was there on an interview and she was saying that and I had the camera in my hand, I would have took that camera and whacked the lady right upside her head, because that's what she deserved.
It was just deplorable.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. We look like our community was uncivilized.
But the community did come together.
Now, here's the problem with that. The community did come. Now, I was in the comments. I was there for the comments. They just asked, what's the name of the school? And they said, we're going to be there in the morning.
Right.
The village did show up. Now, the village came. They came with some weapons. We shouldn't have did that.
No.
We should.
What these kids, listen, I'm out there. I remember one time I was up at the school playground and a little boy couldn't be no more than 7, 8, 9 years old. I told the boy, hey, stop running. The boy looked at me and told me, you ain't none of my dad. He told me you listen, you got these kids to get at you, man. These kids to get at you.
I understand
don't
that.
have no
village,
problem with them.
The village showed up and they said, let these kids out. Now the school said, we can't let you in. The kids then began to apologize. I saw the interview with the young lady and her daughter.
Yeah.
And you know what? The apple don't fall far from the tree.
And you have to think about a lot of those children who are that age, their parents probably aren't that old.
That's true.
They're ingrained in that ghetto culture
Right.
of being ratchet and thinking that type of stuff is cute. And like one of you all said, it's no surprise that the children are out there behaving like that.
No surprise.
Because they're seeing that at home or hearing their mother and father or arguing, people getting into it, and they think that stuff is cool. Now, I raised my nephew, and when he was coming up, there was a little bullying here and there for a short period of time, because he will whoop your butt now. But for a short period of time, there was a particular kid that was bullying him. And I thought about that yesterday when that happened. I said, what if I was picking him up and some kids jumped on us? So I was just talking to him about that. And me and him both looked at each other like somebody would have caught a fade.
Yeah.
The 15 kids would have probably beat us up,
Yeah.
but it would have been 2 or 3 that would have caught a fade.
I wish I was driving by. I was just wishing I was. I was like, I couldn't hardly watch the video.
I
was
had to
so
turn it
upset.
off.
My head was about to explode.
Yeah,
When I saw the little boy pick his foot up, and I said, you know what?
And they had her against the fence.
You see that? Took a phone, and this what got me. A parent, one of the parents of the kids saw the video. They knew it was their bad kids in the video. I bet you they didn't do anything.
Oh, I believe you.
I bet they didn't do anything. I bet they probably said, "No, don't you?"
Did
do
you
that
hear the
no more."
rationale? Some person said they're kids.
That's right.
That's just kids.
But,
That's the kids going to be kids.
That grow up.
That's right.
Criminals.
Yeah. Listen. Again, you're right. So I understand. People say that, and we were kids, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't kick no adult when I was a kid.
If we had done that,
man, please,
I'd probably have been.
I'd have been dead or something like that.
I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I'm with you, Ray. I could not be driving by and saw that happen. This is where a couple shows ago we said we need our own militia in the community. This is to keep the peace. This is to keep the oppressor out of our community and keep peace in our community. This is where the structure of the village needs to be real. We need to correct the behavior of the kids, but more than that, we need to correct the behavior of the parents, because the parents got a little lippy and a little talking back.
Yeah.
And they don't understand you look like a fool because your kid is a fool. You're a fool because you allow this behavior
far from the tree
to go on.
That's why, everybody shouldn't be a parent. Maybe they should start giving tests before they let people have babies. I shouldn't say that, but maybe, because here's a typical example. The lady on TV, I was saying to myself, man, if I was the one holding that camera,
It'd be trouble. It'd be trouble.
And I would hit upside the head so many times, I would probably try to bust her brains out.
So
that's just what she needed.
And then they're so immature themselves.
Yes.
They're looking for viral moments.
Yes.
Because I saw a couple of the parents on TikTok. Her son was in the back and she was like, half of Chicago is looking for you. And I'm like, why are you on TikTok with that?
I wish I saw. I could find out where she at.
People were Raymond. People were actually. These people went live. People in the comments, drop your location.
Yeah,
they were threatening them. Drop your location. That's crazy.
He needed to get a belt on that behind. That's what he need. Get a belt on him and discipline. And maybe the mama need a little discipline too.
Well, let's switch up gears right now. We're gonna switch gears. Let's talk about this topic right here. We brought this up before. We got some feedback on it. Is dating trash nowadays?
But boy, before you say that, please call in the Love Movement Podcast on Intellectual Radio, 708-223-8953. We want to hit some callers, men, women, call in. We know dating's a big topic, a big thing, right? And so I'm gonna expand on that. Is dating trash? Do you prefer dating in person, meeting people in person, or do you prefer the dating apps? Because it's 2025.
You could date off every app:
Facebook,
Facebook, Instagram,
But do you
TikTok.
even want to date?
Do you want to date? Do people like to meet each other and go out on dates?
You know what? And we got access to a question too. And I want to throw this in there. What do we call dating? Let's define. And please, we're going to ask these questions again. Call in 708-223-8953, the Love Movement Podcast on Intellectual Radio. Call in. What do you define dating? Like, do you want to date? We got just a lot. I know we hit with a lot of questions. Do you want to date? Is dating the dating market? Is it trash? How do you like to meet people? Apps, in person? But the dating, because dating is something it means to different people. For instance, I hear people say, hey, we're just dating, meaning they may just be hanging out. Then I hear people say we're dating and they sleeping together. So what is dating? What first of all, maybe we have to define what is dating.
Dating.
We're gonna ask the young lady here. What is dating, Felicia?
My definition of dating is meeting a person, talking a little bit, then going out on dates to the show or out to eat. I'm old, okay? And gradually just progressing. Either you're going to be exclusive, that's going to involve sex and some being just one-on-one and taking that down the road. Or you could date casually, just have guys or girls that you hang out with, go out to eat, hang out, and just no stress.
What's your definition of dating?
Yeah.
Well, I've been out the dating game a long time. So better than 25 years, I've been out of the dating game. But to me, dating would be, I agree with you, meeting a person, in the flesh. Let's go hang out. Maybe go get something to eat. Let's go have coffee. Let's do something creative. Let's do a fun activity. Because guess what? Sometimes you may meet a person in the flesh and they got blue eyes. One blue that way and one blue that way. And they don't fit to you. Or they talk a different type of way for you. Or they're not who they say they were online.
A lot of people like that.
So, it's things that you have to get over. Maybe they short, maybe they too tall, maybe it's all kind of things that throw you off. So that's on my definition of dating. I want to talk to you in person so that way I can understand and, as they say, catch a vibe. Inbox dating, I could never understand that.
Well, that's you got to adapt to what's going on today. I understand that. Me trying to do that app stuff, and you see a picture of the person and they look like they a perfect 10
filters.
Yeah, you see them in person, you like, whoa. So again, I'm old school too. Let's meet in person. I like to talk on the phone. You'd be surprised how many people like to send text messages. I don't have that much to text about. Let me just you like to send text? I don't mind texting, but I like to go on the phone. I'm old school. I like to talk on the phone. When you get done,
we're gonna talk about
that. I like to talk on the phone. Let me talk. You hear people, oh, you talking? Got a call in right there.
We got a caller.
Got a caller. You got a caller. Caller, you on the live line.
Ray, Damon, what's going on, young lady? How you doing?
What's happening?
Hey, I was calling in to get my input on the date, man. The dating scene and changed dramatically since y'all been dating, since I've been dating. The internet messed it all up, man. Everybody is too accessible, men and women.
Define accessible. What you mean by that, caller?
Easy to get a hold of. I can get a hold of you right now, Ray, just by going to your inbox.
That is true. That is true.
I can get a hold of a young lady if she look at my messages just by going to her inbox.
Now let me
for everybody.
Let me ask you something. Define what you define by dating, because again, I said dating it means something different to everybody. What do you think? What would dating mean to you?
I gotta agree with y'all. I think dating is going out, getting to know a person, having conversations, but one-on-one basis until y'all decide that y'all want to date exclusively. If y'all go that far. But I think dating, to me, is what y'all said. Right.
I understand. And that's what we would think is dating. But I've heard, you talk, are we dating and they sleeping with the person?
Yeah, and I like that part of dating as well. I got to agree with that, too. I'm one of those guys, too. I like that better than the dating.
Hey, caller, I heard somebody say, if you get over 40 years old, I know this going to make it out there, but I'm going to say it anyway because, I'm a controversial guy. When you get over 40 years old and they tell you you have to wait on this, wait on that, you're like,
Who told Steve Harvey to wait 90 days?
Yeah,
Who
I
came
don't
up
know
with
who
that
came up with that. That's
90-day rule?
Need to be smacked right across his lips, talking like that, right? You know.
I barely agree with y'all, but we gotta agree on this one. You're exactly right.
Yeah, 90-day rule. We might as well let's see if we really compatible.
Hey, y'all stay up, man.
All right.
Appreciate you.
So 90 days is too long to make someone wait.
Okay. Who came up with Steve Harvey say?
I thought Joan from Girlfriends came up with
I don't know.
90.
Yeah,
That's a TV
Joan
show.
is.
That's fictional.
Yeah,
TV show.
She's a fictional character. So that 90-day stuff, Steve Harvey giving ladies advice. You got to make them wait 90 days. I was like, who? What?
Well, what's wrong with that?
Okay. When you, I don't care. We want to smoke.
No, listen.
When you go buy a car,
right?
You go into the showroom,
right?
You look at it. Do I like the color? Do I like the tires? You get inside the car, you sit down in it. They say, take it for a test drive.
Exactly.
And based on you driving it,
you're gonna buy it.
You're gonna know if you want to buy it or not. Now, take that how you want, but you test drive the vehicle before you buy it. And it cut both ways.
That's right. So
it cut both ways.
Why can't you wait 90 days and then try it and then decide if you want to buy it?
Because you know why?
You need the car right now.
No, you might need the car. And then I'm not saying
the car may be gone.
Listen, I'm not saying to meet and do, I'm not saying that. Sometimes I do work out. I'm not saying you meet a person, you in bed with them an hour later. Again, let me preface that sometimes that may work out, but 90 days, Steve Harvey come up with this, trying to build his female fan base with this. I wish I can conduct a poll and then see how many people out there waited 90 days, right? 90 days, because men are physical creatures, right? And humans, not just say men, humans are physical creatures, and they crave physicality. So if you vibing with a person, and maybe you might say, man, listen, I really like this person, then do what you got to do, or do you. You don't have to subscribe to these rules. If somebody said 90 days, if you want to wait 90 days and you and him agree to that, go agree, do it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
But the problem you have is when you agree to 90 days and he don't agree to 90 days. We got another caller calling in. Please keep calling.
If you're watching us on Facebook Live, call in. Leave some comments.
Caller, you're on the live line.
Yeah, so what's this about the 90-day rule? Because I want to talk about it.
Let's talk.
Go.
Okay, Steve Harvey had a 90-day rule telling women not to have intercourse with men. He wanted women to wait 90 days.
Okay, well, personally, I don't say that it has to be a full 90 days per se, but I don't think a woman should be rushing and give it out. Like, if you giving it away, then a man don't have nothing to chase.
Okay.
Don't have nothing to look forward to.
Okay, let me ask you something, caller. Suppose you and the man vibing, you physically attracted to him, and maybe you have some feelings towards him, and he feeling the same way towards you. What's the issue? What's the issue in going and get physical to see maybe after you get physical, you really find out that you're really not compatible? What's the issue?
I think you can wait.
You don't have to get physical to know whether you're compatible. If we already vibing, then that's like we kind of already good.
I agree.
You don't always have to take it to a sexual level so soon, because now after we have sex, what is the purpose? What do I get?
Hold on, caller. Let me just say, let me say this. Let me clear the air up, and I might side with you on this a little bit. Intimacy is just not physicality. To be intimate with someone, you can share a space with them, and you can have a real, true conversation in a safe space. That could be intimacy, because we have blurred the lines. Just intimacy is sleeping together. I'm gonna digress and say, men ain't waiting 90 days.
No,
this is not prison. We not in jail. We not waiting 90 days.
Men.
Let me say this. If I was dealing with a man who don't want to wait 90 days, that's fine. Go sleep with her.
That's a red flag.
But you gonna come back to me because you already had the sex.
Well, it's a red flag if a woman telling me without knowing me and know what I'm about to wait. It's a red flag to me to say wait 90 days. Listen, don't judge me. I'm a unique, and I'm talking. Felicia said it's a red flag 90 days. I'm a unique individual. I think I'm a special person, and I think I'm different than what the rest of the guys are. So don't apply every rule. Don't apply that rule. What you apply to them to me, because maybe we vibing.
You don't even have to be talking about having sex. Like that ain't a conversation we gotta have to vibe.
That's true.
Where
A lot of reasons that men have problems with women is because they give up their sex too soon too. It ain't about a woman or a man like this is a woman's rule. A man shouldn't want to just go in there having sex. Like your body,
Well,
why you always trying to give it away?
yeah,
I-
listen,
Think about
my
what
body's
you're doing.
special, but I don't mind giving it away.
Okay.
Let me make that statement.
So you
My
don't-
body's special, but I don't mind that because listen, we only got short time on earth to live. We only got a short time, and I'm going to enjoy every minute and every second that God give me on this
So I
earth.
have a question for you. If you're not a fan of 90 days, what's an acceptable time?
It's
for you?
that I don't have an acceptable time period.
just
If I
whenever?
meet, we meet and we vibing and we decide to get down tonight, and that's what we decide. We're adults, and we feel each other, and we liking each other.
So, but is that an adult choice?
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
let me
That's a very
let me
adult
let me
choice.
just hold on. Let me just jump in here. Let me just say
That's an
this.
adult choice.
Let me just say this. I wouldn't want a woman who we gonna get down on the first date. We go out
I
on
have
the
no-
date and then we get down. Then if you did that to me, who else you done ran
I don't
through?
think.
Exactly.
I don't
I,
think like that.
I can't deal with nobody like that.
Look, you know what's the craziest thing? You say that as a man sleeping with women, but you would tell your daughter to wait them 90 days. You wouldn't tell her to go give it up. So why the
It's a
woman
little-
you gonna sleep
It's
with
a
give
little
it up?
different. But I'm just saying,
What's
I
the
don't.
difference?
I don't. If a woman give me on the first night, that never run across Raymond Magnus' mind about who she did this to. Because you know why? I think I'm that special that hey, I'm doing something that maybe somebody
I'm
else
gonna-
didn't.
It depends on what you want too. If you're not trying to, you don't have to answer like concrete.
These not ones you want to take on. The
Are
mama,
you
what
trying to
saying.
settle down
No.
right now?
Well,
Are you married?
Caller,
No.
I just want to
Are
say
you-
this.
Do you want to settle down right now?
I'm looking for Miss. Yes. I'm old. I'm getting
So you
up
want
there.
to settle down
I'm-
and you would have sex with
I'm getting up there at
whoever's
age.
passing it out to you.
Let me just-
Again, if we're vibing,
Okay, you got to vibe.
yes. I meet her tonight. We vibing. If she
Go
wanna-
ahead, caller.
we going-
Go ahead, caller.
we going to do something. We're doing that. Now I don't really watch movies. No, I'm watch sports and documentaries on TV.
The lady ended up sleeping with the guy and catching HIV.
I saw
I ain't
that.
worried about that.
I remember that movie.
She could have waited 30 days, 90 days.
You still gonna catch.
And you got to worry about soul ties. We'll talk about that.
That, like,
sometime.
I'll just
But
say this,
soul
caller.
ties, stop
Thank you
giving your stuff
Thank you for
away
calling
for
in,
somebody
caller.
to
We appreciate
put
you.
some roots
Keep
on you.
listening to the Love Movement podcast on Intellectual Radio.
Well, listen.
I just wanted to say this. Again. I'm not going to, again, I agree with you. The soul ties, it's got to be a vibe. I wanted to answer this question about telling your daughter the way. I have a daughter. Now, once she got of an age, she grown, I just can tell her, you make the right decision for you.
Right. I have a
We
daughter.
got two different mindsets. What I think is acceptable may not be acceptable to her, but
Right.
make a smart decision what's best for you.
So what I'm saying is what I'm saying. And I'm speaking for a lot of, I'm going to say this. I'm probably saying stuff that a lot of guys want to say. I'm probably speaking for 99% of guys out there, right? 99%. If you vibing, my mind don't run to and say, oh, wonder who she's doing this to me. She probably did this to the next. No, first of all, real man don't even think like that. You keep it real with you. He don't think like that. I'm thinking I'm special. Maybe my game is tighter than what the next guy was, and I'm able to make her do some things that she didn't think she could do, and I'm pulling that out of her. So I'm not worried about what she did. She did this to the last guy and whatever. No, that 90-day rule. Let's get. If I'm talking to a young lady, and we decide that's what we're gonna do, then that's what we decide. But I don't want her arbitrarily coming in and making the decision for me. Let me have some input in that decision too.
Well, she's not making the decision because if you don't agree to it, then you're going to move on.
Absolutely.
Most likely,
So,
so to be moving on.
The argument that a lot of women would say, my body, my choice.
Mhm.
I 100% agree with that. If women, you have the right to decide what you want to do, when you want to do, however you want to do. Men have the same implication. What my brother is saying is this: we of the mindset that we sit at the top of the pinnacle. Just as much the women say, I'm the prize and you got to chase me. Our mindset is,
I'm the prize.
the prize sitting right
Right.
here. I'm the alpha. I sit at the top. They put the pharaoh in the tomb.
Mhm.
The pharaohs built the tomb,
Right.
not the queens. The pharaohs
Right.
did. So when you go to the Valley of the Kings, they call it in Egypt. We the people of Kemet. So we look at it like, listen, when we lead in the front, and you again, we we want to smoke. A lot of women may not agree with us, but that's okay. But we here to teach, uplift, and we're gonna put the black family back together. We're gonna keep going. Soul ties is a great point that you brought up. A lot of men don't want. A lot of men say this. I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of men don't want women that you sleeping with on the first day. I mean, you sleeping with them,
You
but
do, right?
them not the women you want to be like. I'm gonna build foundation with because you done ran. How many people done been with you?
So it depends on what you want.
Right,
If
exactly.
you're just out here having fun, then
Right. If you're having fun right now, if you want to be committed and you're looking for, that's a little different. Again, I'm saying it's what you vibe and it's what you want. So what we need to do is let's stop setting rules and let's stop saying this, rigid rules. And it says, and I tell people this all the time, let's live this thing called LIFE.
you got to have some boundaries. 'Cause
Now,
if you just willy
No,
nilly,
I'm not talking. Of course, I'm not talking about that. But I'm just saying, let's live this thing called LIFE, because before we know it, this thing gonna be over with.
We off the scene.
And let's have as much fun as we can, as no matter how long we got here. And I tell people that, and I'm telling people to live. And if you want to do something you never did, and that's maybe something you never did, and you want to do it, do it. Stop having.
Here's a topic that I think that will be great in coming up. There's a lot of people who go down to our home country of Jamaica and they go to hedonism. Now, that's a lot of people talk that talk.
Right.
It's a lot of people claim they doing this and doing that. Go and see.
Yeah.
were you guys born there?
No.
Your parents?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of our siblings,
Everybody, we're the only two.
all of our siblings were born in Jamaica. Our cousins.
But we 100% remember that. We want to smoke. We going they won't talk about hedonism. The Magnus brothers are putting something together real big, real soon. Want you guys to be looking out for it. We're gonna do it's something involving Jamaica. We rebuilding Jamaica. I know everybody saw Hurricane Melissa, 195-mile-an-hour winds that destroyed the western part of the island. But I tell people all the time, bigger, better, stronger. Jamaica strong. We're gonna build back bigger, better, stronger. The rebuild have already started. We putting together as we speak right now a fundraiser to try to get aid to people who need aid, because a lot of people in trouble. So I keep saying, build back bigger, better, stronger. Jamaica strong. We're gonna put something together, be looking out. But Damon brought up hedonism. The Magnus brothers are putting something together. Be looking out coming up. When everybody talk that talk and what they would do, we're gonna put you on the front street. Because let me tell you something. Damon and myself, we not only talk about it, we have lived it. And what we talk about, we have done it. So we're going to put something together. We're going to take them to hedonism, and we're going to say, okay, now you do it all that talk. Let's see. Let's roll out. Let's see.
I mean, it's just in the upcoming in the future.
Yeah.
But I just saw a very funny comedic meme about Jamaica today, and I had to repost it. It said 2025 was a tough year for Jamaica. In the Olympics, the 4x100 relay, we the fastest in the world. Let me clarify, Jamaicans are the fastest runners in the world. We dropped the baton on the relay. That was number one.
But we won the world championships. We won the world.
Hurricane Melissa
in the world championships
came through and damaged us. And Miss Jamaica fell off the stage.
Yesterday.
It was just been a bad year for Jamaica on that.
Yeah.
Miss Jamaica fell off the stage. They tripped her.
Yeah.
So we just a little down. But as we say, hey, we gonna bring topics and information directly to you. Again, we can't speak for Felicia. Only the Magnus twin. We can speak for us. We take the heat. We'll take the smoke. We'll stand in there with you.
We want the heat.
We want to have a constructive discord. Constructive discord. It's some misnomers that we don't talk about. Our race of people are conservative. We don't talk about therapy. We don't talk about mental illness. It's a lot of things. We don't talk about homosexuality. We treat it like it's something wrong. We're hypocrites when it comes to religion.
We turned a blind eye to Chester molesters.
Yes,
they're true in our
pedophiles and our community and our families, and we don't say nothing. And we just want to shun them. And we need to address these issues. But if you got good issues, you got good topics, contact us. Get at us. Again, we not running from the smoke. We got a new listener letter. And again, I'm going to say this right now. I almost put the person name in here because
you know who it is.
They did it for themselves. They did it to themselves. I know this person.
Can I read it?
You can
I'm
read.
not a twin. I'm
No, you can read it.
No.
No,
I'm
you can read.
adjacent.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read it. Get
Okay.
close to the mic. Read this one.
Hey, twin. I recently started a better job about 6 months ago, and one of my coworkers is very attractive. We hit it off immediately. I mean, hit it off. They didn't wait 90 days. We've been going on dates for the last 2 months, and everything seemed perfect. He's caring, attentive, and charming. Fast forward, my distant cousin got married 2 weeks ago. I went to the wedding, and to my absolute shock, the groom was the same guy that I've been dating.
Wow.
Wow. He looked at me like he had never seen me a day in his life. My cousin was bragging about how she got the best man. Now I'm torn. Should I tell my cousin what's been going on and cut him off, or should I keep dealing with him since he treats me so well?
Well, I'm gonna make a controversial statement. You should keep dealing with him since he's treating you so well, because you never know, you might not find another guy.
Our producer Wanda shaking her head. Okay, it's a couple things in here that got me, that stuck to me, because I know this person. I want to,
So you know
I know the person.
girl, or you know the guy?
I know the girl. I know the girl. First of all,
So this really happened?
distant cousin. See the word distant cousin. So y'all not close family. It's preference. Let's say that, right? Distant cousin. You got to invite because you only related. So your distant cousin got married. And the groom, the guy the groom happened to be the same guy. Now, it happened. The question is, she her cousin got a bragging spirit. I got the best man. You know how some family members are. And she said, should I'm personally, get your lick back. Keep going.
Like what?
Keep dating the guy. Yeah, keep
Listen,
dating the guy.
he knew he was getting married.
You
showed up, and then guess what? What did he do? He didn't make a scene. Hey, how you doing? The first time I ever met you.
You know how to play.
And
It's a
now,
player move right there.
the question is, what you gonna do later on? Like when you get to work again, if he take you out and still.
Has she been back to work? When did this happen?
I don't know when it happened, but I asked her to, for a follow up. I'm almost gonna say her name, and I don't want to do that.
Well, please don't.
I don't want to do that. I'm gonna just call her Rebecca.
Yeah.
Her name with an R, but I'm gonna say Rebecca. That's an old name. People don't use that no more. People don't name their kids Rebecca.
No.
So she gonna have to let me know what's really going on. But I keep going, girl.
Yeah. You might not find
Because
another guy to date
if you go tell your cousin, your family is in our people. You a home wrecker.
Well, okay. She is asking, should I tell my cousin what's been going on and cut him off? Or should I keep dealing with him since he treats me so well? How about just stop seeing him and don't say anything?
Well, suppose she stops seeing him and she don't find another guy.
But there's so many great guys out there, right?
Well, you let the ladies tell you it's not. So I mean, so if you find one, you got to hold on to him. So I'm saying, I'm not a female, so it's hard for me to answer and to say that.
She did not know that he was marrying her cousin.
No, she probably did. Yeah,
she didn't know her distant cousin. So they wasn't tight like that.
She walked up in the wedding, and there
she get in the wedding,
her
and
man is
the ceremony, and then this dude is the groom. Now she didn't make a scene.
Well, obviously not.
She didn't make a scene because guess what she said, Raymond? Oh no, I'm gonna play this right.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate. She got the man in the blackmail.
Yeah,
she got him in the hot seat.
Yeah,
she got him. Now he can't say nothing,
right?
Because now she got the goods on him.
Yeah, but now she can go to him and be like, "Hey, woo up the I need woo this, that, and the other." And so
what kind of work do they do?
Well, I don't know the people. They don't know.
I'm not gonna.
What type of work they do.
I don't want to say.
Might tip somebody off.
Is it real money, or is it just?
It's real. It's decent money. I don't want to say the type of work they do because people start putting it together. Okay. People replay the video.
White collar, blue collar, 6 figures, under 6 figures.
I don't count.
Trying to see something.
I don't count people money. They don't work in a warehouse. It's not a warehouse. She don't work in a warehouse. She work It's not corporate America, but it's office work.
Mid-level.
It's mid-level.
What about him?
They're in the same field. They work in the
Okay.
same industry. They work in the same company.
Well, we could tell her what to do all day. She's gonna do what she wants to
Hey,
do.
listen, she gonna get the money, so she can go to him.
She's
and say,
gonna do what she wants to
I
do.
remember years ago, Damon remember this. About over 30 years ago, a woman came to us and told us, she said, I like being the side woman.
Absolutely
She
true.
get the most benefits.
And well, I'm not saying this from experience. I have friends.
Yeah.
No, I don't. None of my friends. But you don't have to be bothered with a lot of the stuff that goes along with the real relationship. You're not fighting with someone
Exactly.
over money. You're not
Exactly.
fighting with someone over children. You're not fighting over him farting. You're
Yeah.
not fighting over, you have to be cute every time he comes home, or
You get to
cooking
see
and all
him when
that
you want to
stuff.
see him.
I mean, somebody could pitch that as a reason to be happy as a side piece.
Mhm.
And then you have, well, if something happens to him, you don't get anything. That means nothing, because you can get a life insurance on your man.
I've never been one with the side piece, because you know why? I'm such a good man. Most women dreams. I always say I don't make dreams come. I'm like diamonds, woman best friends. I make dreams come true. The women don't want to be a side piece. They want to be 100%. So I never had that
Well, what
problem.
if they can't? Then what
Well,
happens?
but
They
that's
become
again.
their
Here's what I'm
side
saying. The
piece.
problem is they're saying, "Damn, baby, I can't take the side piece acts with you. I need 100%.
I got to be the main
you."
one. I got to be the
And
bottom.
then what happens?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's only so many hours in a day. I
And
only
why are
got
they
so much
side
time.
pieces anyway?
They
'Cause
never.
you were
I
sick-
never.
you were
I
dating
never said. This is
multiple
what I'm
women?
saying. I've never said I'm not good with side pieces, because I'm such a good man that these women saying I don't want it. They can't handle that. I don't want to deal with side piece. I just want one. But unfortunately, different. That's another subject. But I'm just saying, But I heard a woman tell us that, and this was way before the term.
This was
side piece come
30
up.
years ago.
30 plus years
She
ago.
said, I don't mind being the
She said, I
side
like
one.
doing it, because why? I get the money and I ain't got to do all the back work.
I ain't got to do all the back work.
Heavy lifting.
Yeah.
She said, I ain't got to do the back work. He just going to come. It's what's understood need not be explained.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up, we want everybody to have a good Thanksgiving holiday. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. I'm going to give out my contact information first, so you know how to reach me. You can reach me on Facebook, Damon Magnus. Use my name. On Instagram, I am _DAICON. I am the icon. And if you inbox me on Instagram, I'll give you the Snapchat. That's where it go down on the Snapchat. Make sure you like and follow us. We're going to start doing this new thing coming up in the new year. We're going to contact our base a little bit more, be more active, but get at us. Felicia?
I'm Fifi Bradley on Facebook. My Instagram, I don't know what it is. Just hit me in my DMs. If you have something to say, want some feedback, hit me up on Facebook. Fifi Bradley.
Fifi Bradley. And my name is Raymond Magnus. Facebook is Raymond Magnus. Instagram is Raymond the Legend. Reach out to us, show topics. We're going to be taking the show on the road. We got some big things coming up in 2026. I want you to stay tuned. Just be watching us. We want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight to the Love Movement Podcast on Intellectual Radio. Thank you. I want you to continue to tune in. We cannot do this without the audience, without you guys. We appreciate all our sponsors. Please go support the sponsors, because they're the ones who make this possible.
And Raymond, before you give that, Felicia is our permanent host with us. So it's the Magnus twins and
Fifi.
and
So
Fifi.
wherever you see us, you're going to see her with us.
You're going
Okay?
to see
So
her. Right.
we want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Remember, I always say this. If you don't know what you can do by being nice to people, somebody could be having a bad day. It don't take much to be nice. Always be nice and always leave with love. For that, I want to thank you for tuning in and say good night.
Peace.
Just got dressed, need something to get into. Pretty girl on deck.